All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Card Talk. I'm Ryan, joined as always by Tyler and Lou. And we have a big episode today as we are coming back from a 2-week hiatus. So we have a lot to talk about. What's on your mind should be a lot of fun this week. We've got a lot of news from Topps, including some big polls, some big things going on in Topps world. We'll get into that, talk U.S. soccer, home run derby, so much to get into. We've got a new segment coming this week as well called Guess the Card. So, I'm looking forward to that. But first, we will start with the usual. We'll start with what's on your mind. Ty looks locked in. He looks focused. He looks ready to go. So, Ty, we'll start with you this week.
All right. Well, I got a lot on my mind. First off, congratulations, Ryan. We've missed you. 2 weeks has felt weird. But also, downtime for sports outside of Wimbledon, which I've been watching a tremendous amount of. Tour de Frahhh. The two guys are battling again. My guy, yeah.
Was there a serious injury at the Tour de Frahhh?
Not that I'm aware of.
I thought I saw there was a serious
crash?
injury. Maybe there was
There
one at
probably
a different bicycle race.
It's the same two guys battling. This dude, Tadej, who won it back-to-back 2 years ago. And then this Danish dude, Vingegaard, that won it last year. They're neck and neck battling it out right now.
Was last year the lady with the sign?
I think where they ran into him.
Yeah, was that last year?
Charged. I think that was last year.
Wild.
Those have been fun to watch. The women's U.S. Open golf was at Pebble, which was dope.
I was watching some of that.
That was pretty cool. First time a women's major was on primetime television.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Wild. Yeah. But also Michelle Wee's supposed last professional golf competition ever.
Michelle Wee was a big deal when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
Or was that just me?
Yes.
My dad was into golf, so
Yes.
Played in a
aware.
PGA tournament at
When she was like
14 or 15. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that was
missed
the real
the cut
deal.
by one stroke.
I remember.
Then
That's
came
funny.
onto the scene, struggled a lot, left, went to Stanford, graduated, came back. So golf's been heavily on my mind. Qualified for the club championship over the weekend, which was dope. It was a really cool experience.
go.
I was
Let's
definitely
go.
an outsider. Snuck in the 15th. It was 25 guys for 15 slots to make it into a 16-person kind of match play.
Way to grind.
Won in a tiebreaker to get the 15th slot. And then played the defending champ. That was on Saturday. Played the defending champ in a straight-up match on Sunday morning at 7:30. Typically, he probably would have gave me 12 strokes. He's like a plus 2.4. And it was tough.
He was good.
Yeah, he beat me pretty good.
Yeah.
But that was a fun experience. Golf's definitely been dominating my life. Wimbledon, my guy Holger Rune is playing Carlitos Alcaraz. And then I'm actually getting to go up to Boston. I'm playing in a golf member guest tomorrow at this pretty exclusive spot called Myopia Hunt Club, one of the oldest country clubs in the United States, founded
That's
in
cool.
1898 or something like that.
That's cool. There was someone who dropped out of the Tour de France because of an accident this weekend.
Because of an accident?
The person who was in 13th got into a crash with the crowd because they were distracted. He bruised his elbow and hip and had to withdraw from the race.
Tough.
Brutal.
Tough. Those dudes are crazy.
Yeah.
Athletes. Those
When's
are
the
all
final?
the things.
When's the final for Wimbledon?
I think it's Sunday. I think the women's will be Saturday, men's will be Sunday. Let's see.
Like, are we early? So we're early in it, or is it like
No, we're
women's
halfway
Saturday,
through. We're
women's
halfway
final is
through.
Saturday. And the men's
halfway
final is
through.
Sunday.
who's the favorite in the men's? Alcaraz.
Djokovic is probably slightly favored, but Alcaraz is the 1 seed.
Is that like the best matchup we could get at this point? Then
Yeah, they're 1 and 2. That would be that final would be sick. That's what people are pulling for. I'm personally pulling for my guy Holger Rune, the Dane,
Plus 31
young
lunch.
kid. Who, Holger,
Yeah.
to win the whole thing?
Yeah.
What's the other odds?
Novak minus 195, Alcaraz plus 300, Medvedev plus 1100, Jannik Sinner plus 1200.
Yannick. That's crazy.
That makes sense. It should be.
sounds like the Dane is like the heavy dog here.
Yeah, but
heavy
that's a
dog.
good one to root for.
Well, he's young. He's coming up. He's 20. Damn. Djokovic minus 195 with the rest of the guys that's left is
Plus
just
300
goes
is
to show
closest.
Djokovic is like top. You know what's wild? These Serbians, bro.
Why?
Yeah, what's the deal with why are they so good at tennis?
They're good at everything.
That's
Who?
true. Actually,
Jokic
now that you
is a
say that.
Serb.
Just Serbians in general.
Yeah,
are
like
incredible.
Serbians.
it's like a tiny country, and they have the best athletes in the world.
Shout out the Serbians. They know how to play sports. I don't know.
And it's funny because a lot of this generation, like they, I guess, grew up. They always talk about Djokovic. It was a very like war-torn country and went through a lot of hardship, and now they're just balling. I don't know. So those are all the things that are on my mind. Try to keep it short and sweet for all you guys this week.
That was a good job by you.
Yeah,
Lou, what's on your mind?
The home run derby is the best all-star game, right?
Home run derby.
Over the slam dunk contest?
I think so.
I immediately go to video games on like those things because I remember like when the slam dunk contest got put into NBA Live.
Yes,
and how big of a deal that was.
It was like 05, right?
Yeah. Yep. Sprite was huge, and you could like really do it. I remember being in my basement, and then home run derby was also fun in like the old baseball games.
If you go to your homie's house, like that's the first thing you do is pop on a home run derby.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do.
So I mean, both are. I didn't watch the home run derby yesterday, but it feels like maybe the home run derby has outpaced the dunk contest. A lot of guys don't want to do the dunk contest anymore.
Yeah. Ever since Levine and Aaron Gordon.
Yeah,
it's kind of been Yeah,
because the best players don't do it.
Yeah. Well, that's what's happening in baseball too. Like Vlad came back for it, so he could compete again. And then like Pete Alonso always does it every year, but now he never wins. So just classic Mets. But was really enjoyable to watch that. Just really funny to me to watch like all the guys like talking Spanish to each other. Just makes me laugh every single time. They had Bo Bichette with a mic. Shout out Bo Bichette. Shout out our crew. He was walking around talking to Vlad with the microphone, and he was just had no idea how to speak Spanish whatsoever. So he just kept saying tranquilo, tranquilo, as Juan Soto was just like hyping up Vlad in Spanish. It was very, very funny. So enjoyable to watch. I also got this in the mail. Cole Young.
Isn't he good?
He's very good. My brother, I posted his card, and my brother who played against him on like the travel circuit was like, he was one of the best pure hitters I've ever seen. So Cole Young, very exciting Mariners prospect that I picked.
Luke, can you tell me anything about I saw the MLB draft and didn't realize that the kid for LSU like is being talked about as like one of the best baseball pitching prospects of all time, like got mentioned in the conversation. Yeah, like Paul.
Yeah, that might be a little bit of little draft day hype, to be honest.
Really?
We're not talking about Tommy Tanks, right?
No, Tommy Tanks is a savage. But Paul, I don't know how to say his last name. He's really good. He's a very good college pitcher. But every year, it's like there's another guy. What's his name last year? Leiter's kid was supposed to be like the best thing going. He has like a 6 ERA in the minors. So that's just how it goes. Max Clark, I would say, is the biggest star from this draft. He went third to the Tigers. He became like an influencer on Instagram. I've been calling, not on the same scale, but principle wise, like vibey, he is like the Zion 2019 era Instagram star for baseball. He has like 400,000 followers on Instagram, super popular. So he's the biggest star, I would say. He will be the hot chase for Bowman Draft next year.
Really?
Yes, I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He could have outfielder for Detroit, right?
Yeah, he was in high school. He was committed to Vanderbilt, but obviously when you go third in the draft, you don't go to Vanderbilt.
Is that what'll happen?
What do you mean?
Like I don't understand how the baseball draft works.
Oh, yeah, the way it works is when you're in high school, you commit to a college like early junior year at some point, and then depending where you get drafted, you're assigned a slot for your signing bonus, and that determines if you go to college or not. If you're a top 5 pick, your signing bonus is in the millions, and you're most likely not going to college.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Also, I want to say I was dead wrong about Elly De La Cruz. I know we're going to talk about him a little bit. I knew nothing about him.
Did you make a take on him? I thought you just
no. There was a
Ryan
video
asked me about it, and I was like, I don't know who this guy is.
It was like right before he had got called up.
Yeah, I remember,
it was the day
I'm trying to back up.
It was the
Lou.
day. Yeah, that's what it was.
Like,
no. I said, Lou, like you're the baseball guy. Like, what can you tell me about Elly De La Cruz? And he goes, I honestly don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Had no idea. He's been electric. The stealing second, third, and home thing is wild.
And I know we'll get into it in a second because I agree. We'll get into the Topps thing with the base on that.
Yep.
The photo.
That was cool. That was smart.
Topps has got a lot going on, so we'll get into that. But yeah, it's the Reds have not been this much fun since I was a kid. Like the Austin Kearns, Ken Griffey Jr., Adam Dunn, Ryan Friel, Barry Larkin. Like those days when I was a kid, like the Reds were fun. Then it was Votto, Volquez. Like it was okay, but like this Reds team is Bronson Arroyo. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Bronson Arroyo. There it is. But yeah, this Reds team's a lot of fun, man. He's really good. He's electric. And throughout the course of having a card shop, right, there's been guys that have been like hot and popular at the time. Like when I first opened, it was very Browns, right? That's everybody wanted the Browns. It was Baker, Chubb, Jarvis, Odell Beckham. The Browns were going to the Super Bowl. Everybody wanted Brown stuff.
Which is funny because weren't they coming off that stretch where they didn't win a game for like 5 years?
Well, they got the number 1 pick back-to-back years, right? They took Baker and Myles Garrett back-to-back. But then it was Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, right? The Bengals. Joe Burrow will always, I think, at this point, be the hottest thing in the shop. Like we're 90 minutes from him. He was at Ohio State. Like,
I realized he's a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, like I'll have a post coming soon on Instagram. I think Joe Burrow's the coolest dude in the NFL.
The coolest.
So
that's a good. We should have an in-depth conversation about coolest guy in the NFL because I don't think I agree with that.
The most popular player in the NFL across all teams is Joe Burrow.
Look, I respect. I agree. Actually,
I can't think of anybody.
I probably agree. I'm shocked at how, like, OBJ is so in the mix still.
I don't really think that's true, by the way.
I don't think so either.
He's everywhere.
You're talking about like among
like, like cultural cool. Like he is still very well
maybe
in the mix. I don't know how he probably
maybe for now.
Cards, I think what have you, but like he's in the mix.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He's at all the parties and everything. I think Mahomes is the cool, like most widely agreed upon.
I think Mahomes with his sister and his brother, or his wife and his brother, his wife and his brother. I think that hurts Mahomes.
I was gonna say the same.
I don't think anyone assigns anything to him on that.
You're crazy, man. You see what happens when Brittany posts a video of like them on the court side of basketball games or Jackson gets arrested. Like they smoke Mahomes for that. Joe Burrow just wears this cool sunglasses, goes to all white parties with Michael Rubin, and everyone's like, this is the coolest dude on the internet.
You know who's kind of sneaky? Travis Kelce.
Agreed. Fair.
Kelce brothers are cool.
Yeah, 100%.
You know who's so cool? Aaron Rodgers, the coolest.
South.
He's the Jets quarterback.
That's so cool.
Well, shout out first off to all the people watching on the CardCollector2 YouTube page.
Yes.
We had to move the videos this week. So if you're used to it being on 1:37 p.m., unfortunately, I was not able to be over there this week. Had some stuff come up. Working on getting that resolved. But for now, for this week, maybe next week, maybe a couple weeks, it will reside on the CardCollector2 on our YouTube page. So shout out to everybody that's watching for the first time on that page. What time?
Welcome.
And shout out Ryan for letting us have it on his YouTube.
Speaking of welcome, what's on my mind this week is my wife and I welcomed our first kid to the world. So I don't think there's a lot else on my mind this week outside of that. It is certainly taken up a lot of my time for all good reasons, but yeah, definitely been a learning experience in a few days on Earth. So yeah, super excited for that. I know we took a couple weeks off, so didn't get to talk about it when it happened, but yeah, what an experience. It is something you could never really plan for 100%. You can read all the books, you can like listen to everybody's advice, and I got some good advice. Some things I'm certainly thankful for, but man, it is there's not much that's as much of an emotional roller coaster as going through childbirth. It is an experience for sure. So yeah, I've posted about it, right? But I don't think I knew I could love something quite like I love that kid. So it's
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Excited for, a new chapter in life and seeing what that looks like. So yeah,
we're happy for you. I got 2 questions.
Yeah, sure.
Is there anything of Ohio State resemblance in the baby's room?
No.
Do you have a PC already started for the kid?
No.
Interesting.
Will you be?
Yes, for sure. Okay. Yeah, you know the answer to that.
Was there a convo around Ohio State stuff in the room?
Yeah, there definitely was. But then you just realize that there are more important things than what room the baby sleeps in. That, it's funny. There's I posted about it on Instagram and, YouTube, and a lot of the comments were, hopefully he's a Michigan fan. And I said, there's a lot of things this kid may or may not be in life, but I assure you there's one thing he will not be, and it is a Michigan fan.
See, this is the thing you haven't figured out about fatherhood yet. I think you're sleeping on children going against their parents no matter what.
No, guy's gonna be field side, 5 years old. Like, this is the dream. What do you mean?
I was gonna say, do you think Ryan already filled out his application for Ohio State for the?
So
for the
you want to know something funny?
One football game, and it's
something I did get a really good kick out of, and I actually went to Miami for a year when I first started my college adventure. But the OU men's basketball coach down in Athens, in Ohio, near where Burrow's from.
I saw the comment.
Yeah, the coach, his name is Jeff Bolts. He's come into the shop a couple times with his son. Really, really nice guy. Just great human. And he commented on the photo of the baby and said, offer. And I got a kick out of that. Like,
he said offer.
He said offer. Awesome. So really, really nice guy. But I got a kick out of that. But yeah, it was amazing how many people said something about Michigan. And I'm like, man, like,
it's your personality, right? Like your number one thing.
Yeah, I'm just like, there's just no shot. Like, it cannot happen. You don't understand.
No shot. As someone that grew up as my father and his brothers were diehard Penn State, and there was no air of any other possibility.
Yep.
There's never a moment in my life that
ever
I even contemplated. Since the day I remember, Penn State has been my number one sports, and that's because I got to hang with my pops and my uncles on Saturdays and watch games.
Yeah, I cannot, I've been to a lot of Ohio State games. I had players in the shop. I've had field passes. I live and breathe Ohio State football. I mean, we're rocking it now. Like, it is a big part of my life, and I am looking forward to the day that I can, share some of those memories with my son for sure. But it won't be a conversation of which team he will like. It will be very well known from day one that we were for one team in this house, and it is not the team up north. So
it's amazing. I want to switch gears for a quick second, if you don't mind, unless Lou, you had another.
No, I just wanted to talk. I just want to talk fatherhood with Ryan, but we can get to it. We have a lot of years ahead of us to talk about fatherhood with Ryan.
We do. First, shout out a little PLL. I'm really enjoying this hat. Just put it on.
What's PLL?
It's the Premier Lacrosse League.
That little logo is kind of fresh,
right? I know. Roll Woods, they say he's kind of.
That's kind of
nice.
I
know.
I like the multicolor, like the white hat with the green brim.
With the brim, right? I agree. Yeah. You need one of those for CC2. Boom.
I have a red one, and it's got black hat, red brim.
Nice. And then the other thing I was going to say is, you guys been seeing Jack Harlow put in a photo of some Pokemon slabs in like all of his carousel posts of late?
No. Have not.
Like his last, at least in his two of his recent posts, he has in a carousel. He has Pokemon cards.
Yeah, it seems like he's into it.
Yeah. He put up some nice Machamp.
He's posting some rare ones a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff.
Some rare?
Rare. Like pop 5 rare. It was looking
rare.
Rare. Yeah, I did see Jackson posting stuff.
That is my number one focus at National is 99 Pokemon First Edition. Just some of the base. It's like
it would be an awesome set to complete.
Yeah, it's now definitely like my number one goal in. You got some for me, Jay? Let's talk. It's my number one goal in cards is to eventually, it'll probably take me 20 more years, complete that set.
My number one goal in cards is still the Harry Potter triple auto.
Someone sent me something.
I don't want to get off topic, but that card is big.
Yeah,
but
it is.
Speaking of big, Tyler mentioned it just a second ago, the National. That is coming up here. We are, by the time this episode goes live, we'll be 14 days away from the National.
Mm-hmm.
We started this countdown at 364 days. We started this countdown, and we're 14 days away from it being back in Chicago. We're looking to do a little Q&A here in the coming a couple days, maybe a bonus live on Card Talk Pod on Instagram, maybe on next week's episode. So if you guys are interested in having any questions answered about the National, we all have different experiences here. Been to 14 in a row. Lou and Tyler have gone for the last couple of years. So we all have different experiences here. So if you have any questions you want answered, feel free to drop a comment on the YouTube page, on IG, send us a DM on Card Talk Pod on IG. Check us out on Facebook at Card Talk Pod. So
maybe Threads.
Threads are hot.
How are you guys feeling about Threads? Brian,
like
you been playing or no?
Yeah, I've posted a couple times. I like it. I can get.
I feel like it's more like fun vibes than Twitter is.
Yeah,
which is what the internet should be.
Yeah, less creepy, less political, like more fun.
Yeah, I've been going out of my way to instantly mute anything politically related.
And I think that's definitely part of their plan and agenda. Like Zuck did a IG post about like the first week in Threads and like it was all screenshots of content that was shared there. And it was all like very just like lightweight, upbeat. Like,
yeah, I think everyone should probably like stop trying to go viral the second they get on the platform. But other than that, like it's
didn't Elon send him like a cease and desist?
Yeah,
I mean, think so.
You want to get into that today? Because I don't.
No, we don't. We got first time listeners. We don't want to get into that already. All right, but we do have.
I want to say I was early on that one.
We're going to get into the game here before too long. Guess the card, so that is coming up. But I think we should talk about what has been a relatively eventful few weeks for Topps. Again, it's been a few weeks since we've sat down, but some things have happened. Right, a couple points I want to bring up here. We can get into them. The Elly stealing the bases. Lou mentioned earlier, stole second, third, and home in like 2 pitches. Topps made a Topps Now card. They had a triple relic where you could get like a standard number to like 288. You could get a parallel number or like 199, a parallel numbered. There's like 4 different parallels, including the 101. And it sold out at $499. Wemby also had another one. I don't have that information in front of me, but it was like a suit or a relic. There was something.
It was the Yankee. It was the jersey he wore to the Yankee game when he threw out the first pitch.
Yep. So they did one of those. That sold out very, very quickly. Lil Baby is going to have cards in Topps Allen Ginter, and then Brady is going to have an a baseball autographed in Bowman Draft Baseball this year. So just wanted to kind of get your guys' takes on those. Some really big things happening from Topps in the last 2 weeks since we've talked. I feel like those are all pretty big things in the hobby right now.
I think it's Michael Rubin.
Yeah.
I think you're starting to see the weight thrown around. I think you just said it. I spaced for a second. You know, Lil Baby, they were doing the Merch Madness Fanatics Day, signing for Allen Ginter.
Yep.
It's going to be an onslaught of that, in my opinion.
Seems like Rubin's really the one guy that can really help bring culture to cards.
Yeah. I mean, transparently, I would say Gary has in the last bunch of years been a major driver of that as well. But and those 2 guys are tight. And yes, I agree. And I think it's new things, new audiences, new collectors. Like, to me, Lil Baby, Allen Ginter autos brings new people into this space. And I think
the last big one I could think about that, Ty, is when Post Malone had autos.
Yeah.
And they sold really well.
They still sell for a lot, I think.
Certain, fashion is such a big thing now. Like when you think about in sport, just patches, like I could start seeing some random, all these brands, Chrome Hearts, Denim Tears, even Louis, like whatever, someone walks at the Louis Vuitton show with Pharrell, like, and then one piece, and now there's a patch auto. Like I foresee a lot of those things coming, which just are interesting to newer cohorts, which I think is fun. Lou?
Something I think is interesting in the world of music and Rubin and with all these relationships he has, like, the Drake tour that started last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of the Topps Now on Saturday morning after the show with the patches being from the couch that he sat in when the show started.
Would be humongous.
And it's so on the table now because they're activating it. Like we've seen a few examples in a row of it where those type of things are on the table where they can make one-off deals for the Taylor Swift concert where they're the official memorabilia partner for Taylor Swift and whatever the secret dress she wears for every show. You have patches. Reg would buy a gadrillion secret dress patch.
I would have to buy a gadrillion.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And that stuff is very on the table now. And I think we're starting to see it happen. And there's always going to be these situations where they do one thing we don't like, another thing they don't like. They run their business a certain way. It's not the way that we're used to. We don't like it. But all of these other opportunities are where it's going to get really exciting, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Victor Wembanyama Tops Now card, the base one of him just standing there throwing out the pitch,
119,000.
I think it was the most top. I thought it was only 72, but I thought it was the biggest Tops Now card ever.
It was definitely the biggest ever. I thought it was 100 and something thousand.
I thought it was 72,000.
Wemby demands eyeballs.
Yeah.
I was at my house. I was in my apartment watching Friday Night Summer League, watching this dude, and I enjoyed every second of it. And then just a little final note: Jabari Smith Jr. is cooking fools out there.
I heard like 3 people say that. I was listening to a Summer League
he's just out there cooking people.
I met Jabari Smith at the Panini National Party last year. He is A+ human, so down to earth, such a nice guy. So I'm definitely rooting for him to be awesome. He was such a cool person.
He did a little interview, I think after the first game, where he played well and hit a game winner in the Vegas one, buzzer beater game winner. And they're like, "Why are you, why are you playing?"
Yeah.
And he's like,
"I'm 20.
I'm going into my second year. I'm 20. This is an NBA sanctioned thing. Like as a hooper, you get the opportunity to play in an NBA put together thing against other guys that are trying to make happen. Why would you not? It's not like I took over the league in my first year. I thought it was a really proper perspective. And he seems like he's carrying himself and having fun. And I think his cards have definitely had an uptick.
Yeah, I saw the first game looked a little rough. I saw Britney Spears fans were saying it's the Britney curse, and then he had 27 points, and then I saw they shut him down. So
wasn't that such an old school thing? I felt like that was like a story out of 2007. Like some athlete comes to the U.S. and gets in a random altercation with a random celebrity
it's
outside
Entourage,
State.
Bro.
It's very Entourage, isn't it? I thought it was so funny. I mean, it's just a situation, but it was a weird thing.
Yeah. It's also classic Britney Spears just staying in the mix.
Yeah,
somehow staying in the mix.
Wild, man. That was wild. Oh, what a terrible situation. All right. Well, I think it is time for a little guess the card. Jay's gonna come on here, gonna explain it to us and how this works, because we've never done this. This is a brand new segment. So if you think this is something you enjoy, at the end, make sure you guys drop a comment, a like. Let us know if this is something you want to see going forward.
Yes, and if you're listening right now on audio, podcast, Spotify, Apple, whatever, this is definitely a video-centric segment. So I would check out the YouTube if you can. If not, if you're going to listen, happy to have you.
There's going to be 2 ways that you're going to be able to get, what we're going to have to do is you're going to guess the year of the card and the player who's on the card. What we did is we silhouetted out the player. So we left the border on the card and the background on the card, but the player itself is silhouetted. So
for example, this is blacked out, right?
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So you're going to guess the year, and if you don't know the player, but you know the year of the card, it's all rookie cards. So that's going to be a big hint to you. If you know what year the card is, maybe you can figure it out and piece it together that way. So I'm going to start off with a relatively easy one just to get everybody going.
Is this like a race? Are we keeping score? How are we doing
No,
this?
what I want you guys to do, I think, is to type it into your phones and hold it up to, similar to what we've done before. Okay. Only because, I don't know how else. If we do a race style, Ryan's just going to get them all immediately every time. So, I think correct. To be fair, we write it down. And
I know who this is, though.
I'm going to be so bad at this game.
Do I know the year?
You said that last time, and then you got good.
Because pricing, I can understand where things stand, but is this Doc Gooden?
Yes.
Come on, man.
That's what Jay. Ty. That's
it's not listed as Doc Gooden. It should be listed as Dwight Gooden, but it's what night?
Doc.
Jay, what year is this?
Well,
early 80s.
That's the point of the game. I can't just tell you. We got to write it down, right?
So we got to know the year and the player.
The year and the player.
Oh man.
All right, I feel good. What was that app you used, Lou, to make that note? By the way?
Hello Sign. I got it from. I was waiting for someone at the airport one time, and I wanted to make a joke, so I did it like the limo driver. So it's called 1-2-3 sign.
I have no idea. I don't know the year, but I know the card.
I think I know the year.
Well, this is only what I would consider to be like a not
No
modern
clues.
card.
No
The rest
hints.
of them are all modern 2000.
No clues, no hints.
All right.
That's
All
fine.
right. Ready? 3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Show
Wait,
it.
I didn't look.
Dwight Gooden tops 82, says Ryan. 85, Dwight Gooden says Lou. And
I don't know the year.
Tyler says, I can't see that. 1982, Doc Gooden. So Lou is correct. 1985, Doc Gooden, my favorite card, the card that actually got me back into the hobby because they the Topps Project 2020 redid this card. Tyson Beck did, and I bought it, and that's how I got back into the mix.
This one's pretty OC, it looks like, huh?
Yeah, tough cut.
That particular one is a little OC, but that's 1985 Topps style.
Ty, if you do it in your notes, you can make the text a lot bigger too.
I'll get better.
Okay, this next one is going to start to get a little bit, I don't know if it's going to be easier, but the players are a little bit more obscure, but more modern. So I think you guys are going to have fun with this one. I'm sorry. That is the actual
I know
card.
that. I know the next one too, just off that little look right there. I know what it is.
All right,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Wait. This?
Ryan couldn't be more sure this one.
Yeah.
What is the year?
The modern stuff like this, like, this is when I started.
Yeah, this is Ryan's wheelhouse.
Yeah, like, this would be over. The thing I want to do, Jay, at some point is I want you to show a little piece of this card, like a square, and then let's guess that way.
Yeah, but then Tyler's got no shot and Lou either. I mean, but we can have fun with that with you. It'd be like stump the shop here.
See, the thing is, my memory is so bad. Like years, like I'm just like I don't know. When did
I'm
I
ready
watch
whenever you
that?
guys are.
I think I'm wrong on the year, but I'm gonna roll with it. Actually, no, wait, Chad.
I think I got it.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We got 15 seconds.
I think I'm wrong on the year, but
All right, ready? 3,
3, 2, 1. Let's see what you got.
2006.
2006 from Ryan, 2007
man.
from Lou, and Ty, what do you got?
he had 07
07
also.
2007.
07?
They all guessed Reggie Bush. They all got Reggie Bush right. It is a 2006 Topps.
Damn it! I had 05 originally too, and I changed it.
I just couldn't dial in. I'm thinking about.
Dang it! Sorry,
thinking
Ryan.
about
I'm gonna
high
stop
school.
cursing. I apologize to Ryan's audience.
I was just trying to remember the year. Like, when did I watch
Dang it!
the Texas?
What's
game?
next?
These
You know
next
what's
two are
one of
going
the
to be
things that I remember most about Reggie Bush.
Oh, this is a good one. You
There
guys
were
get this,
quite
I'll
a
be
bit.
impressed.
There were quite a bit of Cleveland Brown rookie quarterbacks that were.
You get this,
selected
I'll be impressed. This
in
is a
this
tough
time
one.
period.
This is tough.
This is
Hold
a
on,
tough
can
one.
we do something real quick?
Yes.
The number one memory that people have from Reggie Bush playing.
The Bush
Just
push.
Bush push?
Yeah, that's probably one of them.
You're
Or
not
the-
thinking the tackle? Him getting laid out? That's the number one Reggie Bush memory.
No, the run against USC where he's got his legs in the air, or
I'm thinking
UCLA.
about when he did the lateral.
The lateral's a big one too, but I think the tackle
That's
is
a good
bigger
one.
than you guys are realizing.
The
I don't remember the
tackle's
tackle.
huge
Like you got jacked up. That is the jacked up.
of all time.
I would say.
All right,
Ryan,
let's
how
roll.
do you feel
Who is
about- how do you feel about this one? You feeling pretty good that you got this one locked in?
Yeah, I know exactly what this is. I know the year, I know the player, I know exactly what this is.
He's so good at this. All right.
2006 on, I feel pretty good that it would be hard to stump me.
Okay, so hold on.
I think I know who this is. I think I'm wrong actually.
I can tell you where they went to school. I can tell you who
Can you
they.
go back one?
Why are we doing like Ryan Johnson specials here?
All right, go for it.
What about like
Well, listen, they're all Ryan Johnson specials. Anything post 2000, he's gonna. I mean,
You
I mean,
couldn't
you're
even leave the guy's state.
it's fair. We leave a state after this.
okay, fine.
You can leave the
I'm
state
ready.
that doesn't.
All right, ready? Ty, you good?
No.
3, 2, 1.
It's Colt
Derek
McCoy.
Anderson
Colt McCoy.
2010, Colt McCoy 2010, and
Colt
Tyler
McCoy.
says 2008. That is Colt McCoy
It's
2010.
Colt McCoy. I had the year though.
Ryan
What?
is crushing this. This next one's going to be an interesting one. I think Lou's got a shot on this next one. Tyler's got no shot, and Ryan may have a shot. We'll see.
Bro, what?
Oh, come on. It's easy.
This is easy.
Well,
Come
let's piece
on.
it together. What, does this
Easy.
card look
Are we
familiar?
doing? Are
Does
we
this
doing?
pattern-
I know
does
the
this pattern
year.
look familiar?
Come
What
on.
iconic card is on this?
Hey, come on. Are we just gonna hand them to him, or
No, but I mean, listen.
Are we
let's
doing clues?
try-
You said you were doing clues.
we're doing clues now? What do we need?
I'm
Clues?
giving a clue.
We've always
There's
said
an
we've
i-
been
there-
doing
This
clues.
is an
This is
iconic.
Jay's clues.
I'm just saying
This is an iconic set.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
like,
Wow.
can we
Is
just
that a
do
first
Pokemon
baseman or a
straight
third
up?
baseman? Because if it's a third baseman, I feel better.
Well, it doesn't matter. You're supposed to guess.
No, I know I'm
what?
supposed to guess, but I'm trying to just make some
All right,
decisions.
15-second timer's up.
I'm gonna go with what I think it is, but I don't think this is
Ty,
right.
you got it? You locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Well, you have the player?
Yeah.
And you have the year. Okay. 3,
Wait.
2. Oh, we are on hold.
Court, that's what I was trying to say.
So let's. I'll give you a little color. This is a Atlanta Braves infielder.
Oh really? Oh, that's
Okay, I have no idea. Let's just.
All right, here we go.
I couldn't discern that
No, you're
this
doing
was
a good
an
job,
Atlanta
Jay.
Braves infielder.
Here we go.
3,
It could have been an
2,
outfielder.
1. Show it. Freddie Freeman
Freddie
2011
Freeman.
Topps update says Ryan Chipper Jones 3099 says Lou, and I don't know what that says. Ty
Freddie Freeman. That is Freddie Freeman's face.
Acuna
Acuna.
2016. That's Freddie Freeman 2011.
2016.
That's the same set as the Mike Trout rookie, by the way. That's why I thought you might recognize that one.
Yeah, that does look like the 11 update.
Yeah.
That is Freddie's face.
Yeah.
Dang it! Sorry, we're beeping all that.
Okay.
Freddie Freeman.
I'm sorry.
Really? This is where we're at right now?
Freddie Freeman's
This
a good
game. This
player.
is the wrong week for Ryan's YouTube because I'm frustrated by this game. Next.
Okay. Last card in this game for this week.
Come on, this is it?
This is going to be a good one. I'm ready for this.
I like this game.
The lack of variety
Oh,
is
I think I know who this is.
palpable.
You guys get this. Jay, no hints.
I'm
No
not giving
hints.
any hints.
It has the year on it, so that's given away.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's too bad.
Well, 0 weeks since last air.
Yeah, I
That's
would have
okay.
taken that one out if I had seen the numbers on there.
I know who
Alright.
it is, though.
Hmm.
Ty still thinking.
This
Ryan
silhouette
locked
looks
in
like
the
he's
lead
wearing he's wearing Dockers pants and dress shoes on
I just
top.
can't remember what was the 2019-20 draft class? Like, it's just not how my
Ty,
life
this
was.
it'll make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
when
this
we
one's
do this.
Mimi.
This one's Mimi, huh?
I think it's Mimi.
Because now it has to be a rookie. Who did the Lakers draft in 2019? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's just like the epitome of what I'm bad at in life.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna
That's
know
the
it
whole
the
game. That's
second
what
you
I
hear
like
the
about
first
it.
syllable. You're gonna know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Oh, I got it wrong because the guy I put shoots lefty. So
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1. Show it. Of course, it's Talon Horton Tucker.
I put
2019.
deloading.
Taylor Horton Tucker is Mimi.
It
The
is
most
Mimi.
flash in the pan athlete, maybe in the. Does anybody know what Taylor Horton Tucker is doing right now? Is he still
Making
in the
Didn't
money
he
in
have?
the league.
Didn't he have like 6 points in a summer league game, and like that's what
No,
changed everyone's lives?
LeBron James was talking about how good he was, and everybody went crazy that night. It was around the same time that everyone went crazy over Bol. It was pretty
Yeah,
much
that was
the exact
that
same
was
week.
the
Bull
card
Bull,
trading.
Summer League MVP, man.
I thought you were going, Ohio State. Let's be nice to Ryan. Ryan just had a kid. Deloading. But then I'm like, deloading was way before 2019.
Come on, dude.
I have no clue who the Lakers drafted in 2019 because they just continuously pillage their franchise to get a single player. And that's why here we are with Taylor Horton Tucker rookie cards.
I mean, to be fair, the
I'm
Lakers-
assuming you're going to do something soccer related at some point.
No, next week.
Oh,
We'll run it back
Wait,
next week.
soccer, we have no chance.
Who has no chance?
Me. I mean, if he's doing the same level of player, it's going to be like
Freddie Freeman?
Freddie Freeman's a deep cut. I'll acknowledge that.
I
I'll acknowledge that Freddie.
The first couple were great. I will say that.
I wanted a
Bolt,
card
I
from an
shoulda had.
iconic set. So if I was
Reggie
going
was
with
good.
2011 update, and then I realized Freddie Freeman was a rookie that year, probably the second best rookie in that set, if I had to guess. Besides, if I put Mike Trout, you guys would have known exactly who it was.
Hand up. You could show me the most iconic baseball card of all time, and I'd probably get it wrong.
I mean, that's on you, though. I would say that's not on the
Ish.
game.
You got to focus on where you got to focus.
I guess,
Not on
yeah.
baseball.
Listen, Ryan wins again as usual. He's not even celebrating.
I don't know about as usual. I got pretty hot on over-under for a little bit.
Yeah,
And that was Guess the Card. We'll see you next week.
I
for
like
that.
guess the card. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, I do too.
It's a fun game.
I got to study now.
And I need to stop cursing. I'm going to stop.
I got to study.
All right. So we did solicit some questions. Shout out to Jay and Court for getting those. There's a bunch of them.
In the group chat, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, in the group chat. So if you guys see any you like, feel free to
Say something.
Yep. All right, here's a good one. This is from our guy Mike. longtime listener. Cards Across USA 1. It says we're a few weeks away from the National. What are you looking to buy for your PC?
First edition Pokemon. Yeah, first edition Pokemon.
I think that I am on the prowl for all things Mark Sanchez, as per usual. I think as a group, we should have a conversation about Darrell Rivas and me, because I'm kind of going back and forth as the days go on. So I don't know if I'm looking for that. And then I need some good Altuve in my life. I don't have any good Altuve. Rivas is going to be at the Natty signing. Well, that changes everything for me.
Remember this guy?
I've heard of him.
Christian Pulisic.
Just transferred to Milan?
Milan?
Yeah. I think I'll probably be looking for some like PC stuff, some like Ohio State, like the unique stuff there. That's probably what I'll be after the most. But I'm sure as it gets closer, like I like buying just like cool, unique, like Joe Thomas patch auto, random 101s, just stuff that pops up that I'm like, this is cool. You can't find this elsewhere. That's what they always say about the National. If you can't find it at the National, they probably didn't make
Doesn't
it.
exist.
Yeah.
So it's
right.
a good opportunity to buy unique stuff like that you might not see elsewhere. That's typically when people bring out the best of the best. So I think it's a good opportunity to add unique pieces to your collection of guys that, especially for me, like guys that don't like super collect, but guys that I've enjoyed collecting over the years. Hey, Lou, there you go, man. The greatest story in the last decade.
These are some things I picked up last National that I've actually really enjoyed. Mason Mount, now a United player.
Wow.
101. But yeah,
Wow, that's a good little note from Jay. Just a little sign of the times.
A little something like this.
He said, crazy. I sold my LeBron Chrome base PSA 10 5,500 at the last National. It's 5,500 currently.
Flat in a year. I love that blue back. I love Top Sun.
That's a nice card.
Banger. So beautiful.
What is one, again, I don't want to get into too many National questions.
Yeah, we're saving that.
So I'll save that one for next week. That's a good one.
I have one too, whenever you want to pass the mic.
Yeah, sure. Go grab it.
Oh, okay. From this past NBA draft, other than Wemby Yankees, who would you pick for Rookie of the Year? That's from Sean Haywood, 15.
Oh, outside of Wemby, who?
Outside Wemby, yeah, Rookie of the Year.
Scoot.
You think Scoot?
I think Scoot's probably the favorite. I just think he's going to play a lot more.
Chet.
That's a sneaky one.
That's what it's going to be.
He's because he didn't play last year, right?
He popped his foot last year.
Yeah, Chet.
Interesting.
Chet's a sneaky one. I was a little the what's it called? Spurs Hornets game. Brandon Miller did not look awesome.
Mm-mm.
He looked a little bit out of place, which might have just been like first game jitters and all that stuff.
So did Wemby though. Wemby looked rough his first game. I mean,
yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think it's Scoot too.
Yeah, I think
Chet's
he's up
a
there.
sneaky one.
Yeah, if I only have to pick from this draft
Blake
class,
Griffin.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
Thunder are going to be good. They've got some guys on that team.
They got some moves to make if they want to be really good, which they should.
Yep. Ty, is Bo Nickal the biggest pro athlete from Penn State right now?
No shot. Although he's big, but I mean,
I don't even know who that is.
Bo Nickal, rising star in MMA. As you know, Penn State's wrestling program has perennially been the best, putting out absolute studs. But he's like the guy, and he just fought on Saturday night in MMA, smoked some dude in like 30 seconds. He's going to be a big name in MMA.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys my idea for MMA?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think.
But wait, let me answer. Like,
oh, sorry.
Micah Parsons is a phenomenal Penn State
He's
athlete.
the guy.
Yeah. And Andy's a Dallas Cowboy.
Correct.
Big college, big pro team. When those things
that
happen, they do well. Like, look at Zeke, right? Like,
I feel like he's going to slide into the Aaron Donald role of like by far the best defensive lineman in the NFL once Donald's gone.
I heard that the Rams could be looking to move Donald because
I think
they're going to be terrible this year.
Yeah, they are going to be.
I mean, he's won a Super Bowl. He should win Defensive Player of the Year almost every year he plays. He's so dominant. Like, yeah, I mean, he's already a first ballot Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah. I mean, he was talking about retiring when they won the Super Bowl. So wait, my idea. What if they did a real life Royal Rumble in MMA? What if it was like a 12-person Royal Rumble in MMA? Gotta get somebody like imagine trying to get like Stipe over the cage. That'd be electric. Getting McGregor over the cage. That'd be insane.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
I'm just saying I think that'd be a lot of fun, and I think they would do it. Just want to put that out there. That sounds like something Dana would do.
Ty, you got one?
Okay. Do you believe the hype of Wemby from Jordan Wolf 6?
I mean, what his current prices sell for? Do I think they'll sustain that forever? No. I mean, he's got autos selling for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, that's certainly not sustainable. When's the last time we've seen a guy come out that hot and maintain that forever? Ohtani's probably the best example.
Yeah.
The only example.
Yeah, he's one of the guys I could think of. I mean, Zion's about as down bad as it gets.
Although Joey Burr.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow
He's
wasn't
going up and down.
Yeah, he's had waves. I mean, tore his ACL.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I
That
think
feels like forever ago, by the way.
Yeah,
Isn't
I know.
that crazy? That feels
That's how
like
they got-
5 or 6 years ago.
That's how they got Chase.
You're right.
Yep.
Favorite football, aka footy, aka proper football card currently in your collection from Card Life UK.
I have 0.
Pulisic Eminence, USA patch auto.
I'm looking for some Turner, some rare Turner.
That's cool, Ty. That's cool.
That one's a really good one.
I wish it was Mbappe, but the color of the Brazil with the gold is pretty sweet.
Donald Schaefer on Facebook. That's a good one. With the new changes to baseball, do the games seem more exciting? Also,
Yes.
Who's everyone's favorite player currently? Lou, is Ohtani still flashing the panty?
Okay, baseball is significantly more exciting to watch. I know you guys are. I'm not going to get you guys to watch, but like it's so much more fun, and the games are so much faster. Like you sit down, and the games at first pitch 7:05, you're out of there by 9:30.
Nice.
For the most
I gotta
part,
get to
9:30
Yankee
you're done.
Stadium.
It's probably I haven't been to a game this year, but probably going to a game is really fun because you know exactly what you're signing up for.
Nice.
That's always been the problem. You go to a
Yeah.
game at 7:00 on a Thursday, you don't
They
get
leave
home
at
until
11.
You
1
gotta
a.m.
leave in like the 6th inning, and it's
Yeah,
like yeah,
it's
that's the
crazy.
game. Well, who's your favorite baseball player, Jay?
Jay,
Or, sorry, not Jay. Ryan. Jay. I'm seeing Jay fire and producer notes from the side.
I mean, right now it's got to be Elly. I told you guys when he came out, like he's built like O'Neal Cruz and has the swagger of Ronald Acuna. Like he's just so much fun.
the video of him. Did you see the clip of when he hit the home run after they checked his bat?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Electric.
So he's really great. Another guy who is really great, who no one will see into the playoffs assuming they get there, is Corbin Carroll for the Diamondbacks.
I've heard he's really good.
He's pretty much led the way for them this year. They're not a super exciting team, but they're winning their division. I would say on his back, he's an incredible player. His swing is awesome. When he swings, it looks like it's going to go 1,000 yards.
Lou, can Elly catch Corbin Carroll for Rookie of the Year?
I don't think so.
I would be curious to know if any of the listeners disagree with that.
I mean, unless Corbin Carroll gets hurt and the Diamondbacks fall apart, I can't see it happening.
My favorite player is Harrison Bader.
He's pretty electric.
Is he?
Just he carries himself with some spice.
Yeah, he is. He's a good Yankee.
Yeah, he is a good Yankee.
Let me just pull up the player awards real quick for you, Ryan.
And he's from Westchester. Like he's from around here. He's got that
Yeah, he
culture.
is.
He's got that swag.
Lou, I'm going
New
to
York
assume the odds are pretty heavily in the favor or in Ohtani's way for MVP.
Yeah. He's minus 750. The next closest is plus
my
1700.
Goodness.
Minus 750.
Minus 750
Minus
at the
750
All-Star.
to win MVP. Acuna's minus 330 for the NL.
The Braves
and
are
then
good.
Corbin
Braves
Carroll
are
is
really
minus 360, and then Elly is plus 280. So I'd say the only way it would work out is if Elly stays hot and Carroll gets hurt. That's pretty much the only way. But they're gonna win. The Reds are gonna win a division, which is insanity.
I
I
hope,
love
man.
Snorlax.
Goodness. I would watch baseball if that happens.
The idea that the Reds can win the division is like mind blowing to me.
Trust
I was
me.
talking to my friends last night. It's like between them, the Diamondbacks, the Marlins, one or two of these teams has to fall apart. There's just no way there's gonna be this many random teams.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool to watch for now.
Lou, when's the trade deadline in baseball?
Like 2 weeks. It's usually the week of National.
Is Ohtani going to get traded?
That's the rumor, but I don't see it. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who wants to leave LA.
What are the odds, Lou, that Ohtani is not an Angel next year?
It's so hard to know. Apparently, he's very driven by his representation. So I would say whatever his representation says goes, he'll get $500 million from whoever he wants. It's hard to say.
Biggest all-time contract by a mile?
I think so. He'll have the record for highest contract ever, I would guess.
Fully guaranteed?
Baseball contracts are always guaranteed.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being that good?
He's pretty amazing.
Best baseball player you've seen in a while?
Definitely. It's because he could do both. Like he could hit 2 home runs and throw 7 shutout innings in the same game. That's crazy.
Yeah, that
doesn't happen.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. What a guy. Sounds like a legend.
He is one of the guys. Again, I was dead wrong about Ohtani. He's one of the guys where when your team is playing him, it's must-see TV. And if he's pitching, it's really you stop everything and you go watch it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Have you guys seen the Sphere in Vegas?
I think it's kind of
weird. Wild.
Really?
Wild.
I think it's dumb because it's like, I'm joking. Obviously, it's not dumb. It's pretty cool, but it's like a little weird. The eyeball thing is weird. Can we not do like eyeballs and?
It's Dolan.
Can we do like?
Is that who it is?
Mm-hmm.
MSG.
Mm-hmm. It's James
I know who Dolan
project.
is.
Yeah.
Could we do like wildlife? Could we?
I feel that
fall.
Little aquarium.
Yeah.
Maybe
body parts. I don't need
some cards on there.
Yeah. I don't need a blinking eyeball.
Heck of a billboard
from 50,000. Imagine looking down on that 50,000 feet. That's probably so weird looking.
I'm into it for sure.
All right, let's wrap it up this week with a little latest launch. We've got some cool stuff coming out this week. Tribute Baseball, obviously going to be the big one that comes out Wednesday. Then you've got Leaf Trinity Football coming out. A couple new Pokemon releases. Super Glow 7 is coming out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon 25th Anniversary Edition Booster Box.
Whoa.
It's crazy. Blue Eyes White Dragon, 25 years old. Man,
sick.
I feel old. It's kind of wild.
That hurts.
Yeah. No kidding.
I wasn't expecting that just now. That hurts.
And then Historic Autographs Flight is coming out. So nothing too crazy. Some more stuff will be coming out here in the next few weeks leading up to the National. Typically the National, like right around then, is typically a pretty big release week. They'd like to drop product that week. So you'll start getting into some of the next waves of 2023 football product with Bryce Young, Stroud, Anthony Richardson, those guys. Got some more baseball coming up. So a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline, but this week really highlighted by Leaf Trinity Football and then Topps Tribute Baseball.
2 quick ones. Do you see Caitlin Clark at the golf outing just bomb a drive?
No.
Which
golf outing?
Yep.
It was like
I think it was the John Deere. She played in like the Pro-Am.
Yeah, she did like
had a huge crowd following her.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then I also saw her 101 got pulled, which was awesome. And then the Brady Bowman Draft inscription was funny. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, if football doesn't work out, there's always baseball.
Yeah, or if baseball doesn't work out, there's always football.
Oh yeah, something like that.
He like flipped it. It was funny.
Which jersey was he in? Blue Jays?
Expos,
I
think.
So who does that go to in a break? Blue Jays?
Is that how that works? They're gonna do that.
Is Expos his own spot?
No,
or does it go
Expos
to
is
the Blue
national.
Jays?
Expos would be
Oh,
national.
that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
So does that go to the because that would obviously increase the Nationals price by a few dollars.
I would think it's going to be the hottest thing in the thing, right?
You know what I'm actually looking forward to now that you say that, Lou?
Yes. Well, no.
Topps announced those MLB 101 debut patches. Seeing the Jordan Walker, Volpe, Elly, Corbin Carroll, there's some big names in baseball this year that should all have those. When are we going to get those in products? Because those would, especially if they came out now during the hype of their rookie season.
Playoffs. They can get it out for the playoffs. That's
Volpe's looking good. Elly's the hottest thing in Cincinnati at the moment.
Chase Young has been amazing for the Rangers.
You say Corbin Carroll's going to win Rookie of the Year. He's keeping the Diamondbacks in it. Like, it would be a really good time to start getting some of those out on the market.
Yeah, I haven't been talking about the Rangers because they're in the AL West and they're beating the Astros right now. But Josh Jung is going to be the AL Rookie of the Year. So playing for the Rangers. But yeah, I also want like Corey Julks as an Astro who I want his patch. I want that patch card. I have to have it.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I think it'd be cool to have those right now.
Hopefully they do it. If they can get it out for the playoffs, that would be sick. I think it would be in Dynasty, right?
I don't know. I don't think they've ever fully said which one they would be in. That would be cool. Dynasty's such a high-end product.
Dynasty's their patch product, isn't it? So that would make sense to me. Their high-end patch product.
Yeah, but why not put it in a set like Series 1 baseball?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that'd be sick. Topps Chrome. Anyway.
Be cool. All right. Shout out to everybody who made it this far. Again, if you guys have questions about the National, make sure you guys drop those down below. Make sure to leave a review anywhere you can listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, wherever. But again, let us know about those questions. We want to hear those. We're going to get to those next week. But that's all we got for now, guys. Peace.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.